then you can...
I'm trying to be out of here before 3 o'clock, before the road closes, so I can get my car out of here. Do you want me to stay all night?
No.
Do you want me to get video all night?
Oh, heavens no.
Then let me go per your instructions.
Just a second.
What crime have I committed?
Okay.
What crime have I committed? Am I being detained, or am I free to go?
You're being detained until the Secret Service clears you.
What reasonable articulable suspicion do you have? You can't do that. You have to have reasonable articulable suspicion. What crime have I committed?
That's what we're going to do.
What crime have I committed?
That's what we're going to do.
What crime have I committed?
It's a broken record. It's going over and over.
No, well, because I need to know.
Okay.
You can't articulate a crime. Why don't you just get the chief out here? He'll clear it up.
No, he won't.
Yes, he will.
No, he has tasked us to deal with this.
Well, you go ask him to come here.
No, he's busy right now.
I'll identify to the chief.
What's your name, sir?
Who are you?
I'm sorry?
It's not that. That's not the way this goes. Who are you?
I'm Sergeant Barry Ensign, Fort Wayne Police Department. How are you?
Good.
What's your name?
I didn't give it.
I know. I want to know what your name is.
I don't care what you want.
Well,
that's not the policy.
The Secret Service.
I don't care.
Us to identify
then why don't they come out here and talk to me?
They will in a moment.
Okay, go ahead. Am I being detained?
What's your name?
Am I being detained?
What is your name?
Am I being detained?
What is your
I'm
name?
gonna assume no.
What's that?
I'm gonna say, hey, don't you touch me. Don't you touch me. Public servant, don't touch. Look, public servant, you don't touch me. You don't touch me.
Or else what?
You don't touch me.
Or else what?
I will file a complaint.
You can file a complaint.
Don't
but
touch
I'm going
me.
to identify you.
You're being live streamed. Nope.
All right, stop.
No. Am I being detained?
Yes, you are being detained.
Am I being detained?
Identify who you are.
That's not the way this goes.
Well, I don't care what you think.
Okay. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me. I'm not.
Sir,
no.
The Secret Service has.
I don't care.
To identify.
I don't care what they want.
Okay.
That's not the way this goes.
I understand that.
Show me the law.
Okay, I understand that.
Show me what have I broken?
What is your
What
name?
law have I broken?
Okay. We have to have a
law have I broken?
The arrival of the President of the United
It doesn't
States.
even close until 3 o'clock.
I understand that.
Or do you understand that?
What's your name?
Do you understand that?
What's your name?
What is your badge number?
1647.
I'm going to file a complaint with Officer Reed.
That's okay.
And your Internal Affairs Department.
That's okay.
You don't touch me.
Okay. I did not touch you.
Yes, you did. I have it all live streamed between 3 cameras.
Okay.
Don't touch me. Not to mention the other ones that are watching you right now.
Okay.
Don't touch me. You have no right.
Why won't you give your name?
I have no business to give you my name.
Okay.
I haven't what ordinance have I broken?
What's your name?
What ordinance have I broken?
What is your name, sir?
Have I committed a misdemeanor?
What is your name?
Am I being detained?
Yes, you are.
For under what probable cause?
Okay.
What is your RAS? Your reasonable articulable suspicion that I've committed a crime.
You have your face covered.
It's cold outside. I have gloves on. It's cold outside.
You don't have your gloves on.
I can't operate the camera.
You don't have a glove
I've
on
been
your
doing
hand.
this and sticking it inside my jacket.
Well, you have it's so cold.
I've been alternating. It takes video as well as pictures. I can alternate between them.
Someone reach out to 600 on TAC 9, advise him subject is refusing to.
I'm not refusing the ID. I'm saying I haven't broken the law.
He is not complying with our request for ID.
Am I being detained?
Yes, you are being detained.
Under what probable cause?
The Secret Service is
under what probable cause? I haven't committed a crime. I haven't. It doesn't matter. You have to if you have to detain me. Then I'm leaving.
No, you're not.
What am I being detained for?
Is that your name? Mr.
What am I being detained for? What am I being detained for?
The Secret Service has cleared you.
What am I being detained for? What's your name, officer?
Wants to identify you.
What is your name, sir?
My name is Detective Tagmeyer.
What is your badge number, sir?
574.
Thank you.
What is your name, sir?
What reasonable articulable suspicion?
We'll see if it's the same thing.
Why don't you get the chief down here?
Chief's busy.
Well, tell Mr. Reed to come down here. He knows who I am. Tell the chief to come here.
600, 620.
Tell the chief to come here.
Let the Secret Service know that the subject is failing to identify.
I'm not failing to ID.
Refusing to identify.
I'm not under 34125, 3.5. That's not it. It's not failure to ID. You haven't told me what crime I've committed.
Okay, just a second.
I don't want.
No, they're talking in my ear. You're not going anywhere.
Don't touch me.
You're not going anywhere.
Why am I being detained? Why am I being detained? You haven't given me probable cause for me to be detained.
Just a second. I don't need probable cause.
Yes, you do.
No.
You need reasonable article of suspicion.
That's right.
That's
Yes.
probable cause.
What is it?
That's not.
What is it?
Reasonable
What
suspicion.
crime have I committed? Of what crime?
Right now, we're
Of
not
what
sure.
crime?
That's why we're talking.
You can't hold me for you're not sure.
Sure we can.
No, you cannot.
It's called a Terry stop.
No, then Terry frisk me.
I don't need to frisk you right now.
Okay. Don't reach in my pockets. That's not part of the Terry frisk.
Unless I feel something that could be contraband or a weapon, then I can.
No, you can't.
Sure I can.
That's not a Terry stop.
Sure it is.
Nope. It's a cursory search.
All right.
How dumb do you think the public is?
I don't think they're dumb at all.
Yeah, I've got 3 officers here.
I think they're
Yeah.
antagonistic.
Yeah, 3 officers. I'm out here taking video and pictures. Where's the crime in that?
We're just following.
Where
what
is the
Secret
crime in
Service
that?
has requested of
Then
us.
tell them to either come out here
They're on
and
their
I'll
way.
tell them the same
They're
thing
on
I'm
their way.
telling
They're
you.
on their way, sir. That camera has 42 power zoom lens. You couldn't have got your pictures across the street.
I can get them from right here. It's the same public sidewalk.
You could get them from
So,
over there. Just
so
as
I
good.
could
That
get them
wouldn't
from
be
Google
no
Earth, but I didn't. I got them from over there. That's not a crime. It's not a crime.
Certainly raises suspicion. when
It
you're
doesn't
dealing with
matter if it raises suspicion. It's not a
it.
crime.
Certainly does. We're
No, it
we're
doesn't.
charged with
It's not a
investigating
crime.
suspicious activity.
It's not. It's suspicious activity. Is that a misdemeanor or felony, sir?
Suspicious activity. is
Misdemeanor,
in and of itself,
misdemeanor
it's
or felony?
neither. It's neither. It depends.
That's right. It's neither. So I haven't committed a crime.
No, but that doesn't mean we can't talk to you.
Yeah. Well, you can't detain me. That's the thing.
What's the Secret Service advisor?
You don't detain citizens. And you don't touch them. You don't touch them.
What's that?
You don't touch citizens.
I couldn't hear you.
Don't get any closer to me.
Or else what?
You're invading my personal space.
Or else what?
What do you think is going to happen?
You tell me.
You tell me. You're the one who wants to lean in like you want to kiss me.
Entrance number 4.
And the only thing I can do is go backward into traffic. So
Okay,
if you're trying, what do you think I was trying to do? Tell you tried to
No,
be
you're trying to leave.
Johnny on the spot
You're
and
trying to
move over
leave.
here. Until you try to be Johnny on the spot and prevent me from coming away from the street. You're not serving and protecting. Did you take an
If
oath?
You go out to,
Did you take an oath to
where
protect
the entrances where
the United States
ticket
citizens?
booths are on
Did
the
you take an
Parnell
oath?
side?
Sir, I'm talking to you. Did you take an oath?
Just a second.
Did you take? I don't care what you're doing. Did you take an oath? I'm talking to you, public
Yeah,
servant.
Coming Parnell side, that'd be
I'm talking to you, public servant. Did you take an
Go
oath?
out and around.
Did you take an oath
I did.
to uphold the Constitution?
I did.
This is a First Amendment protected activity. So why don't you get back in your car and get back to your job? This is not your job.
Just a second.
Don't do that to me. You keep leaning in like you can't hear. So I'm speaking
I
up
got an
for you.
earplug here
So I have
and over
two.
here.
I have two.
Okay.
So what?
I'm not hearing you over this loud, guys. So, yeah, just come to entrance 4 off of Parnell. Secret Service.
I don't want to get pushed in the street.
Do you feel better here?
I'm not going to be pushed in the street by you.
Do you feel better here?
Are you not going to lean in and try to kiss me?
Do you feel better here?
Are you going to not lean in and try to kiss me? Because
I
that'll make
couldn't
me
hear
feel
you.
better.
I couldn't hear you. Secret Service is coming. Just relax. As soon as the Secret Service clears you and then clears that you're no threat to the President of the United States, then you can...
I'm trying to be
film
out of
all
here
you
before
want.
3 o'clock, before the road closes, so I can get my car out of here.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want me to stay all night?
No.
Do you
heavens-
want me to get video all night?
Oh, heavens no.
Then let me go per
Just
your
a second.
instructions.
Just a second.
What crime have I committed?
Okay?
What crime have I committed? Am I being detained
Yes,
or am
you
I
are.
free to go?
You're being detained until the Secret Service clears you.
What reasonable articulable suspicion do
I'll
you
leave that up
have?
to them.
You can't do that. You have to have
Well,
reasonable articulable
doing
suspicion.
that.
What crime
That's
have I
what we're gonna
committed?
do. That's what we're going to do.
What crime have I committed?
That's what we're going to do.
What crime have I committed?
It's a broken record. It's going over and over.
No, well, because I need to know.
Okay.
You can't articulate a crime.
Mm-hmm.
Why don't you just get the chief out here? He'll clear it up.
No, he won't.
Yes, he will.
No, he has tasked us to deal with this.
Well, you go ask him to come here.
No, he's busy right now.
I'll identify to the chief.
Okay.
What's your name, sir?
My name is Officer Adam Hartman, 1896 Fort Wayne Police Department.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you for being professional. Unlike these guys who have illegally detained me. And this guy decided he wanted to put his hands on me. Can you do something about that?
Well, he's a sergeant.
It doesn't matter. Can you please arrest this man?
I'm not. If you
Well, I am going to file a complaint, but that is not it. Can you arrest this man for illegally touching me?
No, I haven't witnessed any crime.
I'll show you. I'll show you the crime. It's being live streamed as we speak. You don't touch citizens, sir, who've done nothing wrong. You don't touch them. You hear me? Do you understand? I didn't do anything wrong.
Okay, I just got advised by...
No shit.
Listen, there's no need to swear.
Yeah, yes, there is, because you can't illegally detain me. You are illegally detaining me.
You're allowed to multiple.
You are, yeah. Well, you said you can't hear. You said you can't hear. I'm obliging you.
Right.
Can you hear now?
I can hear now. Listen, these are your options. Okay. Okay.
I'm not wanting to hear. Am I being detained or am I free to go? Am I being detained or am I free to go? Am I being detained or am I free to go?
Are you going to allow me to speak?
Am I being detained? Once you answer my question.
Yes, I'm going to give you what your options are.
I don't care what my options are. I have a right to leave. Am I being detained or am I free to go? Am I being detained or am I free to go? I heard the same thing you did. Am I being detained or am I free to go?
You're being detained.
Under what suspicion of crime? I don't need to hear your lip. Am I being detained or am I free to go? That's the only thing that matters.
Has been secured and rented by.
Am I being detained or am I free to go?
If you
am I being detained or am I free to go? Am I being detained? Am I being detained or am I free to go? Am I being detained or am I free to go?
Do you understand?
Am I being detained or am I free to go?
Do you understand?
Am I being detained or am I free to go?
Do you understand?
Am I being detained or am I free to go, sir?
Your refusal to leave will
am I being detained or am I free to go? Do you need me to go ahead and sign language it? Am I being detained or am I free to go?
Do you know how to sign?
Do you want me to say it in Spanish or French? Am I being detained or am I free to go? Which one?
Entiende?
Am I being detained or am I free to go?
Okay.
Am I being detained or am I free to go? Am I being detained?
If you understand
am I free to go? Am I being detained?
You are free to go.
Am I being detained or am I free to go?
Okay.
Am I being detained or am I free to go? You have to release me. You have to release me from detainment. You have to release me from detainment. It's not up for me to make a decision whether or not I understand something. Okay. It's up to you to release me from my detainment. Am I being detained or am I free to go? Thank you, sir. I don't care to hear your lip. Okay. I'm not on the sidewalk. How's that?
Okay. Have a good day.
It makes a little more sense now why cops are always strung out on getting ID. It's a tactic being used by the Secret Service. But there's so much wrong with how this cop conducted his so-called investigation. This is not how law enforcement should be used per the Secret Service request. However, again, we have another citizen who absolutely destroyed a cop with the law. Indiana News was equipped and knowledgeable of the law. He cited an Indiana Code 342853.5, refusal to identify self, which states a person who knowingly or intentionally refuses to provide either the person's name, address, and date of birth, or driver license if in the person's possession, to a law enforcement officer who has stopped the person for an infraction or ordinance violation. See, there's the catch. Indiana News wasn't stopped for an infraction or ordinance violation. He was stopped because this baby Tyrant was doing the work of the Secret Service. I wonder why the Secret Service didn't come out themselves. Maybe they're too secret, But once again, this clip proves how important it is to know your rights. Let's continue.
How you doing today? How you doing today, sir?
Good. Name and badge number, please.
Sergeant Merton.
Sergeant.
Badge number 2148.
Your name again, I'm sorry.
Sergeant Merton.
Merton?
Yeah.
Nice to meet you.
Badge number 2148. Reason we got called out here, two reasons. One, I'm sure you probably know the post office called on you.
Of course.
All right, so they're telling me that you've been notified not to loiter. Is that correct?
No one's talked to me about
Nobody's
anything.
contacted you?
No.
Okay. And then the second one, obviously, as you know, you can't be standing in front of the driveway where they're going in and out of.
Right,
on the sidewalk, you're fine. When I first drove by, I saw you over here in the driveway.
No, I was never in
You're
the
actually
driveway.
right here, sir. So, all right.
so-
I know you're recording.
I have it on camera where I was
I know,
standing.
but I also drove by, I also see where you're standing.
Okay, so...
All I'm advising you is that be careful so you don't get hit by a car.
Okay, sir, I'm 42 years old. I know not to get hit by a car.
Okay.
So you know not to tell a grown man not to get hit by a car.
Okay, but there's always two parties of people getting hit. You can control where you're going walking,
Right.
but there's also drivers.
I also understand where not to stand.
Right.
Okay?
Okay.
So I don't need to be told where not to stand.
Well, I'm warning you so you don't get hurt and so nobody else hits you.
Okay, I don't need to be warned either.
Well, I am warning you.
Okay.
It's already been taken care of.
So you can do that if you'd like, and that's fine.
That's perfect.
However, I don't see the point to that because, like I said, I was standing right here the whole time. I crossed
Okay.
to record the other side,
Okay.
but I was never in the driveway, and I never was blocking cars.
Well, I just got here, so I don't know what the post office is seeing.
Okay.
They're telling me, like
Okay.
I said, I told you why they called me.
Well, that's fair.
So you're telling me they haven't contacted you. I will contact them.
No one's
They're
contacted
advising
me.
that you were loitering.
Loitering on the public sidewalk. Is that even a thing?
No.
No. Okay, so please let them know that that's not even a thing.
I will talk to them. I just want to let you know why I'm here talking to you.
Okay.
All right.
That's fair enough.
You're on the sidewalk recording. You were fine and do what you're doing.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
We agree with that?
We agree with that.
Okay. And you're just gonna be careful you don't get hit. We can agree with that.
Fair enough.
All right. I'm gonna contact them.
Okay.
And find out why they said that you were loitering when they didn't even contact you.
They didn't even contact
They
me.
didn't even talk to you. All right.
I walked into the lobby earlier,
Okay.
walked all around and recorded, walked out, and I've been standing over here.
Sounds fair enough.
I was inside for 5 minutes max.
And nobody contacted you?
Nobody said anything. Went through the lobby, no one said anything.
Always two sides of the story.
Always
so they're
two
telling me one
sides.
thing and then you're telling me one thing.
So
So.
got here. So
And that will help, obviously, if they should make some sort of complaint against you.
There you go.
Filmed it all, it's all good to go.
got it all.
All right. So, with that being said, that's the only reason I'm out here.
Okay.
So, you have any questions for me?
No questions for
No?
you.
All right, I will talk to them. Otherwise, you're not doing anything illegal, so I have no reason to detain you.
All right. Very
All right.
professional.
You bet.
Appreciate
Oh,
your
you bet.
contact.
Sure. You
Thank
have a good night.
You
Thank
too.
you.
Thank you very
Hey, this cop didn't violate any civil rights, but just for giving so many directives and cop-splaining, here we go.
much.
Yeah, be safe.
This was a decent interaction, however, I just hate it when cops talk to citizens like we're 5 years old. This cop's main issue was with Valley Community Watch being in the driveway, but this cop pulled up and blocked anyone from entering the same driveway. That's some cop logic for you. Rules for thee, but not for me. Also, this cop lied saying you were standing in the driveway, so he's just like the rest of his gang. That's why he had to take the walk of shame. Oh, and Valley Community Watch, I love the editing in your videos, but let's continue.
So they're whispering out that they saw me recording, but the important thing is they're not saying anything. This guy in the BMW was kind of eyeballing me. Looks like he might be some type of maybe an attorney, maybe a judge. Looks like he doesn't even want to get out. They're not bothering me, guys, so I'm going to continue. So this is the guy that was in the BMW. He came back. I had a feeling he was going to call someone. Six YCG 997. That's called the Comeback of Shame. He's off the clock, so it's not a public record. He's gonna go cry about it to someone because there's an American citizen taking pictures in America on public property. Can be a little crybaby.
Just making sure you're not a threat.
Just a guy with a camera, sir. Some more public workers leaving. Okay, hold on, let me get a little closer.
What's that?
Do me a favor, when you head out, walk a little slower so I can get a better shot.
I don't like having my picture taken without my permission.
Oh, I thought you wanted your picture because you were approaching me.
Well, because I want to know what you're doing.
So you walk up to everyone wondering what they're doing?
When they're doing what you're doing, yes.
I wasn't even focused on you until you started kind of getting my attention, though. But anyways, yeah, you'll make a great thumbnail. Don't worry, you're good. That's silly to walk up to someone that you don't want to be recorded while they're recording. We got the Comeback of Shame right there.
Can you lower that so I can
see your face better, please?
No, thank you. You got to do your own work, brother. Keep your distance, though. Don't. I will smack that out of you.
Well, then you'll get charged with
No,
assault.
if you get in my own personal space, it's self-defense. You can do your best. Keep your distance, though. If I come up to your face, you wouldn't like it, would you? Don't be a fucking dick.
Don't like you creeping on people.
Don't be a
taking
fucking
pictures.
dick.
You're the one that's kind of
You
being
came back
creepy.
to me, approached me. I didn't approach you.
You're out here filming everybody
Public
as they come and go.
building,
I know.
public
It's
workers.
legal.
You work
Yes.
for me. I don't work for
yes,
you.
Yes, it is legal, but it's really creepy. And
You
it's
guys
kind
got
of-
cameras everywhere. What's creepy is what are you guys doing that you don't want me to see, that you're so scared of?
No, we're scared of people coming after us.
With the police station right across the street.
Never know
With the
about
PD right across the street.
Never know about people.
I'm
So
guessing you've
just
never
making
been.
sure I'm
I'm
cataloging-
guessing you've never been to Disneyland or the beach or anywhere where people take pictures. Must be a scary place for you, huh?
You know, that's such a red herring. That's a
It must be scary, huh? Go back under your bed when you get home. Be safe, man. I come in peace. You're good. Cam back of shame, guys. This guy's got his phone up like he's trying to record me low key. Yep, he's recording me, guys. He's not even my target, but he was just parked across the street when I was doing all my recording of the PD, and he decided to come out and start recording me.
I need you over here. I need you over here. I need you over here.
I come in peace, brother. I come in peace. I come in peace. So he was parked across the street over there. I was recording the cops. I was recording the part of this building right over here, which is a public building. And then he made a U-turn, and as he was driving by really slowly, he had his phone recording me. I wasn't recording him originally until I seen that he's trying to record me. And I was trying to call the cops on me, man. I'm like, what does he think's going to happen? Are they gonna come and lock me up because I'm taking pictures on the sidewalk? Come on, man. There he goes over there, guys. There he is. Let's see what he does if he comes in the parking lot. There he goes back over there. So that's where he was originally. I'm not sure what his problem is, though. Comes a couple of police officers. Maybe they can flag him down. Maybe he called and that's why they're pulling over. I think it's definitely possible. So there's the guy right over there. He's getting out of his vehicle. I think he might have called. See what happens. Could just be coincidence, who knows? Yeah, so I'm thinking he probably called.
Answer any questions for you, sir? You seem very interested in the police department. Anything I can do to help you?
No, I appreciate it.
Okay. You don't have any questions? Anything I can
No, I
answer
didn't
about
call
the
you
police
guys.
department?
I didn't call you guys.
No.
I mean, maybe he did.
Okay, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, we've had calls for you, that's all.
Got a cop caller here, guys.
Got in my window and started.
Sir, why don't you tell him the truth that you actually turned around in your car and made a U-turn and you drove up to me? Why don't you tell him that part? Tell him that part. Tell him that part. Because I got everything recorded.
So, this guy's harassing me.
Sir, I'm 1,000 feet away from you.
Because he was standing in the window of my car. So then he went over here and started doing something over here. So I took my camera out, moved over here, and started filming him to let him know that somebody was watching. So I'd appreciate it if you guys would keep. Does this seem normal to you?
People take pictures all day long, brother. It's a camera. Just like you were doing to me.
He's talking to him right now.
That's okay. Free speech.
Yeah, but I can tell you, if they're in the middle of a conversation, that you don't interfere with them, because right now he's talking to a police officer,
and
that might be a criminal matter. So
what would be the offense
of interfering with them?
No, I'm not interfering. It's free speech.
Yes, if you start yelling,
would you like me to stand here? I'll stand back. Will that make you happier?
That's perfect. What I'm saying is, if you start yelling at that person,
I'm not yelling. I'm speaking. I'm speaking so you can hear me. I'm not yelling.
If you're yelling at this individual while he's trying to talk to a police officer, you're interfering with him reporting possibly a crime. So that's 148.
Well, write me up for it then. I'll see you in court, brother.
I know what you're trying to do. I'm just informing
I was
you.
recording peacefully. He approached me. He literally came down, drove over here with his camera. That's the only reason I started recording him.
So I understand that you're here. You're testing out your First Amendment rights.
Yeah. So what's the deal? Why would you threaten me with that?
Because you have every right to stand here and record.
And I have a right to speak, and I'm not going to stop because you want me to. If he wants to make a police report, I can talk over you. I can talk over him. He can go inside. He can go inside the office and file a report. There's no expectation of privacy in here. I'm 15 feet away. I'm not yelling. I'm not yelling. It's not a disturbance. No, it's free speech. You can't make a lawful activity, a constitutionally protected activity, a crime.
When you interfere with a police investigation.
No, stop it. Stop it. You're looking silly, man.
Well,
3979 McClure, K McClure. Is it K or K? K McClure is acting silly.
I don't mind you walking.
No, I don't want you to say that I attack you and then you arrest me and.
You're on camera.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I don't. You never know what happens to your camera or what you do.
So things go wrong with our cameras.
I'm not saying you personally. I'm not saying you ever did that. I'm just saying that in general, I don't know what's going to happen to it.
Would you like a case receipt card?
Yeah, if you got one, that'd be great. I appreciate it.
For you. So this is an event for the 2 calls for service today involving you.
Okay.
So
I'm going to back up just for my safety.
Sounds good. If you have any questions, you can feel free to talk to me. Just let them do their thing, okay?
Yeah, I'll let them. But just don't impede on my free speech, though.
Yeah, you're doing great right now.
Gotcha.
I'm just asking.
Do you have a personal business card by any chance?
I don't carry them with me.
Got it. You're the sergeant?
Yes.
Gotcha.
So I just wanted to make sure that
Okay, guys. So hopefully this gentleman gets educated on our First Amendment. I literally walked past him. He made a U-turn, approached me, recording me. Then he got upset when I started recording him back. It's kind of silly, guys. And nothing wrong with being a concerned citizen. In his opinion, he thinks it's suspicious with a guy my age and my shape walking around in broad daylight around a police building where they got tasers, they got guns. I mean, even if I tried to run, guys, I wouldn't make it 10 feet. So, I mean, it's crazy, man. I can't imagine the world, living in his world. Can you imagine going to Disneyland or the beach or something?
Yeah.
And we got 4858.
He said a lot of people do it, like they record them in his car.
It's just silly, man.
Well, it is. It's silly. There's a lot of misunderstanding about what's legal and what's not legal about recording.
Yeah.
Most of the time, everything about it is legal, right? Public place.
Yeah.
There's no expectation of privacy, right? However.
Come on, man. You're doing good. You're doing good.
Yep.
Keep it that way. Keep it that way.
The issue is that people get upset, right?
Yeah.
That is just the nature of human beings.
No,
right?
I get it.
When people get recorded, whether it's lawful or unlawful, people get annoyed.
I understand completely
and
on
so
that.
people tend to abandon the rules and they get upset. Right?
The funny thing is I wasn't even recording him, though, and he went out of his way to get into my recording session. That's like jumping in a swimming pool and saying, hey, I don't want to get wet. It's just silly.
But it happens, right?
That's just my opinion, man.
It is.
I come in peace, man. I'm not here to harm anyone or stalk anyone. When I was recording people, I don't follow them to their cars.
Right.
You
so
know,
normally
I don't go over fences or.
But that's a great point, because recently we've had several people enter our secured campus.
When you say, you mean here or you mean some? Oh, okay.
No, here. So people have either jumped the fence.
I wasn't sure if you meant like
after
your training facility over there on like Monterey or whatever you meant.
our police department, where
Gotcha.
all of our dispatchers are, and so
not very smart criminals, I guess, if that's what their intent was. I don't know if they're just trying to get out of the weather, but if they have criminal intent, that's not the smartest idea.
It's very unnerving. So we will get calls because we don't know what your intent is until someone like me comes over here and sees that you're just exercising your First Amendment rights, and then we're all good. But until then, we have to assume the worst until we
well, let's not assume they're worse, man. Let's give we're supposed to be innocent until proven guilty.
Innocent until proven guilty, but a police officer has to assume the worst to be prepared for the worst.
But if you get a call with a guy with a camera, what would be that worst? With all that, like you said, you knew what I was doing. You've been obviously educated. Either seen the videos or you've been educated. Yep. You know, maybe you've had meetings or emails. I don't know how you guys communicate it, but at some point you've had some type of training or communication about it. So when you get a call for, oh, there's a guy out there in broad daylight with a big boomstick, a camera, just walking around peacefully with a battery pack, you know, just recording, you're like, oh, okay, it's just one of those pesky camera guys. Code 4, we're good. Let's go interact because we have to. We got a call, but at that point, hey, we're good.
And that's a great point. The last thing you said. At that point, we are good.
Once you realize it's just a camera guy, though.
But until I get here, I don't know what your intent is. I don't know if you're armed. I don't know what's going on until I get here and I see that you're who you are, and we're all good. So, again, that's why I say we have to plan for the worst, because I don't want to show
And going back to the free speech, you know, I just got to, you know, intervene on that. And hey, we can agree to disagree, and it is what it is. Physical speech, a First Amendment protected activity, cannot be considered interference. Interference is a physical offense. Now, if I go up to the point where I'm yelling in his ear where he can't do anything, but for me speaking loud enough so he can hear me from 15, 20 feet away, that's free speech, brother. And I'll do it all day long. If you'd like to prove a point, I could do it right now. And if you want to write me a citation for misdemeanor, felony, whatever, I'm not sure what it is, we'll go to court and we'll battle it out.
My point
That's
is
not my intention. I'm just saying.
I understand.
I'm trying to have a cordial conversation.
I don't take the bait when people challenge
It's not
me.
bait. It's not bait. It's just a fact. It's a
I
fact.
don't take the bait when someone challenges me to write or an arrest or a citation to prove a point. I can use my words just like you, and I can educate.
I appreciate that. Honestly, I do appreciate that. I wish more officers thought that way, because some will let their emotions or the ego get to them. So, like you said, you're law enforcement, not feelings enforcement.
But exactly. But we're also not AI.
But exactly. But we're also not AI. But exactly. But we're also not AI.
We'll be replaced by robots, and then nobody gets under the robot's skin, right?
Yeah.
Nobody pushes the robot's buttons until.
Or they're trained to just not care and just violate our rights. Who knows?
Could be.
But again, me just communicating with him, like I said, saying that free speech is interference is absolutely 100% preposterous, unless I'm doing it to the point where you literally just cannot do anything. But there's no expectation of privacy out here. So if you want a private conversation, you take them inside one of the little rooms in there, you take them into your car, you take them somewhere, but not on the sidewalk, man. Come on.
So that's where we're splitting hairs, where you're saying it.
I will agree to disagree then.
That's right. Where you and I are agreeing, but then disagreeing, because you're saying I'm not interfering with him unless I walked up to him and started yelling at him.
Well, that could be a disturbance then.
So what's the difference between standing here and yelling at him?
Well, the difference is I wasn't yelling. I was speaking loud enough so he could hear me from that distance.
And interrupting what they were.
Interrupting is not a crime. Interrupting someone is not a crime.
If you're interfering
No,
with an
sir.
investigation.
No, sir.
Okay. Well, there's something for you.
I would challenge you that left and right, day and night, 24/7.
And you're welcome to ask your viewers what they think. You know.
I will.